welcome to take 2 of a practice I recorded this morning, but I forgot to turn the sound on. So here we are. Maybe I was just supposed to do this practice twice today. So for today's class, you're going to need a couple of blocks, your bolster, and a cushion to enjoy practice. Oh, and rug on up, so have all your layers on because it's cool in Adelaide today. But of course, if you're not in Adelaide, then just wear whatever you like. And I've got my second best favorite jumper on. And I just love wearing this one on these cold, wintry days. Okay, so we'll start off in a beautiful shape that's one of my faves, which is called Supta Baddha Konasana. And for this, you'll need your bolster. And then maybe your 2 blocks. You're going to have one block up on its portrait edge and one on its landscape edge. So just like so. And then place your bolster on a little angle and just check that this back block is not going to fall down while you're relaxing into the shape. So it's like building a little Lego house. Make sure it's steady. And then just nestle your lower back up towards the bolster. And then simply place the soles of your feet on your cushion, tuck it underneath your knees. Lay your body down. Open the arms out to the side of your body. And just take these first few moments of our time and its practice together to just simply breathe. The theme of practice today is about dropping into a deep sensation of surrender. So as you rest here, just perhaps contemplate into the sensation of what does to surrender mean for you in your practice. It may mean to surrender to this place and time for you to be present and in your body completely. Or it might also mean to you to just lay down your day. Let the to-do list just drift to the side. And you soften and surrender into your breath. And a beautiful technique that I have for helping us drop into the surrender of the breath. And I've just recently learnt in my self-study of the Yoga Sutras is a gentle mantra of I am my breath. I am my breath. Lengthening those exhales. I am my breath. So for the next little while, nothing more for you to draw your awareness to other than just this. Rise and fall of belly and ribs. And your quiet mantra. I am my breath. So gently and slowly, just start to bring yourself back into the physical sensation of your body, the awareness of your breath, and where you are in space and time. And then take a full body stretch here. And then just circle your arms, bring your hands down towards your mat. The feet come a little bit wider as you uncross, or just bring the knees together and just take a few moments in constructive rest of your legs. And bring your hands behind yourself on upright, and then we'll just take a little spin around and come into caterpillar with the bolster. So here I'm going to invite you to, for me, I feel like I just need to sit up on that bolster for a little bit of extra support, and not on the bolster, on that cushion, and then just scooch those two props a little bit closer together. So I'm coming into supported caterpillar. But if you don't need the support of the bolsters and the blocks, then you can just move that to the side. You can use the blocks kind of just stacked up on top of each other, so there's something to rest the forehead on. Or you can use that block and bolster like you had before and come into a more restorative variation. And so for here, I just rest my hands on the bolster and then my head on the backs of my hands. And then just allow my body to kind of soften and melt on over towards the bolster and my legs. You simply choose how you wish to be in this shape. And once more, let the breath be smooth and steady. The breath to be smooth, steady, and calm. No need for any striving in this shape, just letting your body be held in the stretch. Notice that with every breath out, the body is letting go a little more and a little more. You're deeply honoring it. Last breath. Your last full breath. And then slow motion, just like a cat, start to pull its way back on upright. Come up into that little shape. I'm going to take a little rebound here with your legs up the bolster. So just move the cushion away from behind you. Have that there for your head. And then we'll just lay on our backs. You can either lay just like this if that's enough, or you can just stretch out those little legs, crossing the ankles. Oh, and just let the beautiful effects of that forward fold, the sensation you experienced in the backs of your legs and into your back, just kind of whoosh through the body. A beautiful backline stretch, caterpillar, nourishing and toning the kidney and urinary bladder line. And so true, we're approaching into that winter season where the organs of this season are kidneys and urinary bladder. And traditionally more focused on those forward folds and dropping within, this kind of curling within, just like nature does. So important in this season of winter, when our posture tends to come more rounded from being cold or more indoor activities. We'll focus on opening up across the chest and letting the light come into your body in whatever way that shows up for you. One more round of breath here in the rebound. Or maybe you call it the in-between. And then just easily, just let your legs come on either side of the bolster. A little either roll up to one side, more yinny rather, or more yang, hands behind the legs. And just a little roll on up. I'm going to come on up and take a beautiful restorative twist. So that bolster will come up towards your right hip and your legs will be in like a little Z sort of shape here. If you need some extra padding, you can always place that underneath the hip. But I think for this one, I'd like you to see if you can have two cushions and place one on either side. And what I love about the cushions there is your arms get to rest so easily on top of the cushion. So let's come into that now. So the hips right up against the edge of that bolster, and you just lay your body down, lay your right side of your body down. Rest your forearms on your two cushions, one on each side. And just let yourself just ride that beautiful rhythm of your breath here. This sometimes could be called, just take yourself on your own little journey of your breath. I like to call it flying JWM. So just letting the shoulders soften, your side body comfortably leaning in. Just letting everything about your side body soften and nestle in. There's nothing more you need to do. Except to be in your body and surrounded completely with your breath. Just allowing yourself to completely drift into rest. You feel like you'd need to have a little extra sensation in this shape. Just just lift your body up and just turn a little bit further to the right side. And then we just wind up the twist through the whole length of your spine. Now if it feels a little uncomfortable, just skip it and come back to where you were. Take your last full rounded breath here, maybe turning your gaze back towards the first side. And then using just a little bit of energy, press your hands into the mat. Make your way on up, and then we'll just switch on over to the second side. So nestling the left hip now up towards your bolster. Move your cushions. And then turn your body towards your bolster and then lay on down. When I recorded this practice this morning without my voice, I noticed as you lay the left side of your body onto the bolster, we're met with this beautiful metronome deep within us. It's the beats of your heart. So just see if you can stay really centered on the rhythm of your breath. Letting the out breath be just a little longer than the in. And then noticing how that changes that rhythm, that beat, 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 beat of your heart. You're welcome to wind up this twist by lifting your body and shifting, turning to your left. Maybe just noticing how that feels in your body. Do you still have that same level of comfort and ease? And if the answer to the question is yes, and if it isn't, lightly come back and turn to the other cheek. You're starting to now take your last few rounds of breath here. Just pressing your hands into your mat and making your way on up. And we'll just come back and recline on that bolster again. Just coming on back, reclining one more time along the length of that bolster, just as a little rebound in between poses. And after those two twists, your gentle inversion, your back bend, and this lengthy amount of time being aware of the rhythm of breath, the beat of your heart, and your presence and stillness. How do you feel? When you feel ready, start to make your way to a more awakened state. A little wash of the legs from side to side, perhaps. And then hands come back behind your legs. And so we'll shift into a nice gentle back bend now. I'm going to line my blocks up just like so and place my cushion on top. And then have your bolster just across your mat. And so where to from here is that your head will come onto here and your back. So you want to keep your upper body. So from shoulders, just the back of your ribs will be on the bolster. And now I just need to reach on forward and give this little dude a little pat. And we'll be in this reclined straight legged or Baddha Konasana if you wish, back bend. And so the bolster is going to be snuggled right into your whole back body. You kind of want the shoulders and the arms to drape up and back over the bolster. So then your neck can just sit and rest freely between your shoulders. Legs out long. Arms out wide. And 3 minutes, we'll just rest and be here. A nice healthy amount of compression for the back line of your body. Nice gentle easing and letting go of the hip flexors. And really drawing into some expansive, full, liberating breaths here. You really don't have to do or be anything here. It's completely at ease and rest in the body. The expansiveness of your breath be the guide and rhythm here. Expansive breath. To take your last few rounds of breath here. Awakening breaths as you bring yourself back to body, to breath. Feel ready. Take a full body. Yes, yawn. And just gently roll onto your side. Coming up off your bolster. And I'm going to slide that now underneath my knees. And remove my little blocks. And just place that cushion behind my head. We come into Shavasana, our final resting shape. As you lay your body down, make sure you feel warm. Maybe a blanket come on atop the body now. So just take care of how you wish to rest. Spent this time together practicing self-care. Really honor and close the practice still in that little cocoon of your presence. Letting go of the workings of your mind. Now, remaining deeply present and attentive to the breath. Noticing the whole body feel like this beautiful pool of sensation. continue to rest as long as you need. You just simply roll over and press pause on your computer. Goodbye. If you need to close your practice, softly start to bring yourself back. First of all, by maybe running your thumbs and fingers, your thumb, where you only have one really, and your fingers together. Maybe starting to circle your wrists, wiggling your fingers and your ankles. And then maybe a gentle drawing in of knees to your chest and a little rock from side to side. A little stretch of your legs to the ceiling. These little legs that have just had a really beautiful rest. And then hands just shift behind your legs and either roll to your side or a little yangi. Roll on up. We'll close this practice together in a comfortable seat. As we sit here in the presence of each other's energy, including our own, just rest your hands lightly at your chest, your heart space. Take a full breath into the fullness of you. A soft, gentle sigh and bow. Soften into presence. And we are always safe to let go. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope you had a beautiful, however long this practice went, if you had a beautiful chance to just rest, come back to yourself and to let go. See you on the mat soon.